So, you're eyeing that Databricks Certified Data Engineer Associate exam, huh? Smart move. It's a huge deal for your career, for sure. But let's be honest, getting ready for it can feel like a pretty steep climb. In this explainer, we're going to cut through all that noise and give you a real, practical roadmap to get you to the finish line.
Yeah, that quote, it totally hits the nail on the head, right? That frantic search for shortcuts when you're under pressure. But you don't need more confusion or a dozen different study guides. What you need is a clear, straight path, and that's exactly what we're going to lay out today.
All right, so first things first, what is this exam all about, really? Let's decode it. We're going to break down what it covers and, just as importantly, why it's become such a benchmark for data engineers out there. Look, this exam is all about what you can do. It's not about memorizing a textbook. It's designed to prove that you can roll up your sleeves and actually apply your knowledge in the real world. It validates that you have the hands-on skills to build, manage, and actually put data pipelines into production using Databricks. Okay, you ready to peek behind the curtain? You know, to really pass this thing, you gotta know your enemy. So let's pull up the exam blueprint and break down the format, the timing, and all the core skills they're gonna test you on. Think of these 5 areas as your pillars of knowledge. You've got to know the Databricks platform itself, of course. You'll need to be sharp with Spark, SQL, and Python for transformations. And you absolutely have to understand Delta Lake, which is the magic behind processing data incrementally. You know, just the new stuff, which is super efficient. But it doesn't stop there. They'll also hit you on production pipelines and the basics of security and governance. Okay, let's talk numbers. You've got about 45 questions and 90 minutes on the clock. You do the math. That's 2 minutes per question. That's it. It means you have to be fast and accurate. Pacing is everything, especially when some of those questions have more than one right answer. All right, enough talk. Let's see where you stand right now. We're going to do a little pop quiz with a few sample questions that are just like what you'll see on the real thing. You ready? Let's do it. First one up. Think about the foundation of Databricks. What's that one core component that does all the heavy lifting for storing and managing massive amounts of data in a way that's both reliable and can scale up? Okay, here are your options. Is it A, Delta Lake, B, MLflow, C, the Databricks SQL editor, or D, workspace folders? Go ahead, pause if you need to think about it. Lock in your answer. And the answer is A, Delta Lake. This is so fundamental. Delta Lake is what brings, well, they're called ACID transactions to your data. It's a fancy way of saying your data operations are totally reliable and consistent, which prevents corruption. It's a huge deal. Okay, question number 2. This one's all about getting data into the system, a massive part of any data engineer's job. So, what is the number 1 main benefit of using a tool called Autoloader? What's its killer feature? Does it replace transaction logs? Does it automatically process new files? Is it for visualization or is it for encryption? Take a second, what do you think? And the correct answer is B. Seriously, Autoloader is a game changer for data engineers. It just watches your cloud storage, and whenever a new file shows up, it automatically and efficiently processes it. It saves you from writing so much boring, repetitive code. And for our final question, let's talk SQL. How do you create what's called a managed table? And by managed, I mean the kind where Databricks itself handles everything for you, both the data and the metadata. So which command is it? Create external table, insert into table, create table, or attach table? The right answer is C, create table. The secret here is all about what's missing. You just don't specify a location. By leaving that part out, you're basically telling Databricks, hey, you handle the files. It's simple, but powerful. So, how'd you do? Don't worry if you didn't ace it, that's why we're here. Okay, whether you crushed that quiz or maybe found a few tricky spots, now we get to the most important part, your game plan. Because knowing what to study is only half of it. Knowing how to study is what really makes all the difference. Let me be super clear about this. Searching online for exam dumps, it's a trap. It's a risky shortcut that just doesn't work in the long run. The real goal here isn't to just memorize answers to questions, it's to build actual, solid skills. And that takes real, structured practice. So how do you build that skill? Practice. Lots and lots of practice. I'm talking about getting your hands on a deep pool of quality questions, like, say, 300 of them. A good resource, something like certification-exam.com, will have a question bank that deep to help you build that muscle memory. And the best part is, you can practice in a way that fits your life. A really smart prep strategy uses 2 kinds of tools. First, you've got an online web simulator. Think of this as your full dress rehearsal, timed sessions that feel just like the real exam. And then you have a mobile app. This is perfect for quick drills, when you're waiting in line for coffee or have a spare 5 minutes.
We've laid it all out for you. We've talked about what the exam is, why it matters, and how to get ready for it. So, the big question now is, what's your next move?
The path forward is actually pretty simple when you boil it down. First, really get to know that exam blueprint inside and out. Second, commit to consistent, timed practice to get your pacing down cold. And when you do that, you're not just studying for a test. You're building genuine, real-world confidence.
You've got the roadmap. You know what it takes. The only question left is the one on your screen right now. The plan is here. The tools are out there. Are you ready to do the work and turn all that practice into a career-changing performance?